pretty decent game.
At the 44-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Out of bounds. That is
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Ingram. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
On 3rd down, Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's the former 1,000-yard rusher. It's Kareem Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
Daniel Carlson.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And he's got Rome. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
For the point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country or any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Sims on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Room past the 20, and finally taken down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 21 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no first down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the first down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but, boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Got to give him a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, they'll take that.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to look deep for Perriman, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Open man is Golladay, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 14, Bengals 3.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
The handoff to Kareem.
The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage out of this snap?
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt. But with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Hunt. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Ingram. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The tackle made
so much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
intercepted by
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Bengals.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Hurts gets it quickly to Galladay. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the pitch to Hunt. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, here's Hunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll come out in the pistol. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Carlson is good. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that going to hit in the end zone as we restart things here in the second half with a touchback.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Hurts. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the counter, Hunt. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The tackle made by Cameron Wake. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 19-yard line.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, that's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw again is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Mika Fitzpatrick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
Complete to Kareem.
First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're out.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. They'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Here's Hunt. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
14.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
By Harold Landry.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jackson looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
45-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing now is Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Steven Sims now on the return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I'll tell you, he got away with it there. Pops up okay, but got to be careful in the running game.
You certainly do. And these young quarterbacks, these rookies, I remember talking to Carson Wentz his rookie year, and he said, yeah, but when I take off and go.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
The Vikings are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Eagles are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. How come nobody's at the podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. Hold on now. This pick is trading teams. The Jets are now on the clock.